Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coach Hanik's Unit Conversion Homework Review. This is the YouTube version of questions 1 through 6 that you already assigned homework and it's review for your quiz. And the first number 1 says 65 meters per hour equals blank miles per minute. And looking at that, I'm going to rewrite 65. And I'm going to write it over 1 hour. And I want to convert it into miles per minute. So the first thing I'm going to do is attack the bottom or the denominator for hour and know that there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So I'm going to put 1 hour on top and 60 minutes on bottom. And the reason I am actually doing that is so that my hours will cross off. When I'm done with that, I'm going to circle this because that is what I'm looking for in part of the answer. That doesn't mean I'm done, it just means that I'm partially there. So I am done with the denominator, and now I'm going to work on the numerator. Well, the numerator is 65 meters, and I had to think to myself, is a meter smaller, equal to, or larger than a mile? I know it is smaller, so I'm trying to increase meters into something larger. The easiest thing is, I know that there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Again, I put the 1,000 on the bottom, and the 1 kilometer on top, because the meters will cross off. So let me just change my colors here. Meters will cross, and so now if I was to do the math right now of 65 times 1 divided by 60 times 1,000, I would come up with a unit of kilometers per minute. That's not what I'm looking for. So I need to do one more conversion, and I'm going to actually now convert kilometers, which I know it's going to be on the bottom. I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to put 1.609 kilometers on the bottom over 1 mile, and I'm going to again cross off kilometers and realize that I'm left with miles and do the math. If I did the math, I come up with an answer of approximately, I'm just running out of room here, so I'm going to put it down here, of 6.73 times 10 to the negative 4, and I'm always going to leave my units there, is miles per minute. And I'm going to box it in. That is my final answer for number 1, 6.73 times 10 to the negative 4 miles per minute. Let's go to another one, which says number 2, which says 5 kilometers equals how many feet? So we write this 5 kilometers. If you really want to be specific, you could write just over 1 if that's confusing you or not. And I realize that I'm going to convert kilometers into something smaller. Feet is very small. Think of your foot. And kilometer is 1,000, kilo meaning 1,000, so it's large. So I'm going to put here 1 kilometer, and then I'm going to say that's 1,000 meters. Looking at this now, I'm going to cross off kilometers. We're getting closer because a meter is very small. So maybe the length of your arm, maybe it's a little longer than that. It should be a little longer than that. So we're going to convert something here. So I'm going to say first, I'm going to say 1 meter, which is going to be on the bottom again, to cross off, equals, I believe it's 3.281 feet, if I remember correctly. And let's cross off meters and meters. I'm left in feet. Let's do the math here. I do the math of 5 times 1,000 times 3.281, and I get approximately, I'm going to put in scientific notation, 1.6 times 10 to the 4 feet. Let's try number 3. Number 3 says 45 slugs, and that is going to go into kilograms. So I have 45 slugs over 1. That makes it easier. This is a very quick conversion. I know that 1 kilogram, according to my conversion sheet, is equal to 0.0685 slugs. If I do that math, I cross off my slugs, I'm left with kilograms. I know now I have approximately 656.6, sorry, not slugs, kilograms. All right, and again, that was a very quick conversion. That was one thing. You do not have to memorize any of these conversions. They'll provide for you. You should know how many seconds are in a minute, how many seconds are an hour, how many seconds in a day, or at least be able to figure that out. Let's go to question number 4. Question number 4 asks 6.4 times 10 to the 4 inches per hour equals something kilometers per second. So I'm going to rewrite this again. 6.4 times 10 to the 4 inches over 1 hour. Immediately I'm going to attack the bottom number. I know that in 1 hour there are 3,600 seconds. Hours cross off. I'm in seconds, just like my unit here. Now I'm going to attack inches. I know inches is much smaller than a kilometer. First thing I know is that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. That does help me. I know that there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. And if you remember that conversion factor that we did before, let's see, there's 1 mile equals 1.609 kilometers. Let's see if that actually works out. I know that inches are going to cross off, feet are going to cross off, miles going to cross off, kilometers is going to stay. It looks like I have my answer now. If I did the math, I would come up with 4.5 times 10 to the negative 4 kilometers per second. And that's pretty much it. That's how you solve it. I'm just going to skip right now down to number 6. I think most of you get the idea here. I don't want to beat this here. But number 6, some people were asking me this question. So let's just say 3.5 times 10 to the 2 newtons equals unknown tons. And that is an English system, tons. We know that 3.5 times 10 to the 2 newtons over 1. I'm now looking for conversion from newtons into something else. I now know that I can convert newtons into pounds. 1 newton is equal to 0.2248 pounds. My newtons cross off. I'm in pounds. So then I know, according to the conversions, that there are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton. Doing the math, I have an answer of, I'm going to put it in scientific notation, 3.9 times 10 to the negative 2 tons. Hopefully that helps. If you like these YouTube videos, maybe you can comment or tell me if there's something wrong or good, bad, whatever it is. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Thank you, and best of luck on the test.